Awaiting police reforms, only strong public opinion can move the political class to implement the 2006 Supreme Court directives. What reforms did Supreme Court direct state governments to adopt? How should the police reforms be brought so as to maintain integrity and trust with public? Why police reform is necessary? What are the challenges faced by police force in the country? GS Paper 2, Important Aspects of Governance. What is the context about? The Supreme Court in 2006 had issued 7 binding directions to implement police reforms. The Indian Police Foundation was inaugurated in 2015 to mount pressure on state governments to implement the directions of the Supreme Court on police reforms. 11 years have passed, but states have taken only some grudging steps to implement the reforms. September 22 is observed every year by the Police Foundation as Police Reform Day to create awareness for the much-needed reforms. What reforms did Supreme Court direct state governments to adopt? Institutionalization against politicization. Institutions like State Security Commission, SSC, Police Establishment Board to look into appointments, promotions and transfers through merit-based approach and prevent it from current politicization. Enhance public trust and accountability, complaint machinery for public to check inefficiencies or corruption in police. Independent decision-making, higher rank officers like DGP to be provided security of tenure for better decision-makers. Separation of power, separate workforce for investigation and to maintain law and order to avoid concentration of power. How should the police reforms be brought so as to maintain integrity and trust with public? Law enforcement process should be more transparent and people should be aware of their rights to information, treatment in police custody, etc. Police often face political pressure on certain cases. Law enforcement should be accountable and updated that both the accused and public have a clear idea about the process. Political activities towards a case such as social media, comments of leaders should be scrutinized if needed. The recruitment process in police personnel and the procedure should be transparent so that eligible and passionate person is getting involved in the process. Technology may play an important role in this regard. E-governance, social media, 24/7 helpline etc. can help people to stay connected with the police. In this process, police will be accountable to the public. Lastly, law over police personnel should be stringent so that if any personnel do anything illegal they can get punishment. Why police reform is necessary? Police is an exclusive subject under the state list of the Indian Constitution. States can enact any law on the subject of police, but most of the states are following the archaic Indian Police Act 1861 with a few modifications. Also, police have become the subjects of parliamentarians and legislators, with a high degree of politicization and allegiance towards ruling party. India still follows the Police Act 1861, framed by the British, largely with an aim to crush dissent. The act was a reaction to the Sepoy uprising of 1857. What are the challenges faced by police force in the country? Collection and analysis of preventive intelligence. The most important and challenging task faced by the police today is the collection and analysis of preventive intelligence and follow-up action, especially pertaining to terrorists and insurgents who pose a constant challenge to internal security. Criminal investigation. The other important, but badly neglected, aspect of policing is criminal investigation. Standards have declined sharply in the last few years. Unfortunately, the so-called premier investigation agencies like state CIDs and the CBI are no exception. Vacancies. Many states continue to have huge vacancies. Even the apex court's direction to fill these posts has not yielded the desired results. Outdated arms and equipment. Most state police forces continue to use obsolete equipment and arms, and lack the latest technology that would help in investigation and intelligence gathering. Lack of organization. There are no organizations to provide the police forces with tested and dependable specifications on equipment and technology. They are generally dependent on vendors, who often sell outdated or not so suitable technology. Lack of proper training. Well-trained and motivated human resources are key to any police force's success.